I'm having my breakfast at bananas and cream oatmeal. Look at that. Look at that, man. Bananas and cream, and I even put some margarine. But I mixed it with milk instead of water, so it's got more protein and calcium. You want that? You can't have it. Oh, man, look at that. Nice and creamy. Nice and creamy, man. Got to blow on that. It's a little hot. I got my nice hot Java. Got my Athena shirt on. I got these free. Athena for Judge. I voted for her when I was helping out. And I helped out at the polls every year, usually, every election. They had another one coming up. I want to get in that too. Anyway, that's right. I got to call that number. I got to tell the lady I want to be a judge so I could, you make like 150 to 170 bucks usually to help out if you help out as an election judge. But you got to be there all day, like from 5 o'clock until like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock when they, take the machines down. Yeah. Watching Rockford Files. I got my nice hot Dr. Suave brand Java. It was imported, flown in this morning all the way from the haunted Pontiac, Michigan, brother. Actually, I think it was trained in. They used the train. They left last night, wee hours in the morning, and it arrived this morning in Chicago. And then the truck brought it over here to Des Plaines. It dropped a batch off in my house. They mixed it on the truck, and they had it in a container, in a canister, a hot Java, and they poured me a thermos full of Dr. Suave Java. The Dr. Suave Java coffee truck came by and came by right to my door, man. Right to my doorstep. I'm watching Rockford Files, as in rock. It's named after me. On Me TV, on my rabbit ear TV with my rooftop antenna. See, there you see my rooftop rabbit ear antenna. And we got a rooftop antenna out there. Yeah. That's right, we don't get cable. We just get the free stuff we get on our digital converter box right there. There you go. And, I got my little I got this one. Mine wore out. The little dinky thing. They give me this little dinky thing, man. It's so small. And it was good for a while, but it wore out after about 2 years. The first movie I saw on it was Frogs. When I started using that digital converter box, Frogs was on. Ray Milance, I watched Frogs. I hadn't seen that in a long time. Not one of my favorite movies, but I hadn't seen it in a while. So oh wow, I got all these monster movies on. It was a new channel because the first time I'd seen that channel. When I got my digital converter box, I had all these new channels, man. It was great. So anyway, the first movie I watched was Frogs. It was on. It was double bill and some other horror movie. I think The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant, double bill. With, what's his name in his greatest role? The guy who was in the Zonti Misfits. That skinny guy. He goes, get off me! And he's looking at the ship. He breaks into the ship and they get him. What's his name? Tom Danson. Oh, he's the guy who gets attacked in Zonti Misfits of the Outer Limits. The 63 episode. One of my favorite episodes, the killer ants from outer space that talk.
Death to anyone who invades our privacy.
Get off of me! That guy. He's been in the shows like The Fugitive with David Jansen, the old episodes. He's been Perry Mason, everything. The Rifleman, the Westerns, yeah. Anyway, that guy, he was in The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant. He's like the doctor. Then he makes the guy. I think the monster attacks him or he does something wrong. He puts somebody the wrong head on. I don't know what. But anyway, he's a bad man scientist in that too. And Casey Kasem. You watching America's Top 40 in Chicago. This is Casey Kasem. We playing the hits. Yeah, and he was at Casey Kasem, man. He was in it. He was like his greatest role ever. He goes to his door, knocks on the door. Incredible Two-Headed Transplant. He's checking up on him. And Big John Bloom is in it. He's the big guy with the head. And Big John Bloom, he was the monster in Dracula versus Frankenstein. Only one of these beings will survive their meeting. Dracula versus Frankenstein. Coming soon from Independent International. That's Al Adamson's greatest movie ever. Yeah, I met Al Adamson. Nice guy. He died like 5 months after I met him. Thank God I met him, but he was such a nice guy. He got murdered. It's a sad story. I don't want to talk about it. By his plumber, and then he buried his body under the hot tub he was building for him in his house. They had some dispute, I heard, and he killed him, and to hide the evidence, he buried him under the hot tub. It's sad. Care about how rage gets people in trouble. You let out your rage in a moment, and then somebody gets hurt, and sometimes people get killed. You see that on Columbo, like that episode with Richard Basehart from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Richard Basehart, David Hedison, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. That's on every Saturday after Svengoolie on MeTV. But here's an episode of Columbo where he's doing that Shakespearean role with what's her name? The one who plays Pussy Galore. Honor Blackman plays Pussy Galore in Goldfinger. What happened? Where's Goldfinger? Sean Connery, Mr. Bond says. She says, Pussy Galore says to him on the plane, they're losing control. She goes, after he does away with Goldfinger or whatever, and she says, what happened? Where's Goldfinger? And Bond says, playing his golden harp. and then he makes out again, and he's kissing her, and she's waving, she's waving the little white flag, waving her bra, I don't know, bra strap, whatever, something to get their attention. That planes were flying over when they land in the bushes, and Bond grabs her, and he says, oh, no, you don't. This is no time to be rescued. And then he pulls the parachute over because they got away with the parachute, and then you hear the music. Boom, 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 Goldfinger. Shirley Bassey, her greatest hit ever. She sung that at the Academy Awards. They honored Bond. They showed the clips of the old Bond films, all the Bond films, all in the new ones. Even the new, and then they were supposed to have all the Bonds there. Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and Timothy Dalton, and Pierce Brosnan, another great Bond. Pierce Brosnan, another good Bond. I like Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and Pierce Brosnan in that order. And then I probably like Timothy Dalton because he's older. I like the older Bond movie. I like George Lazenby. Then I like Timothy Dalton. Then probably Daniel Craig. But Daniel Craig's got the best body, most muscles of any. Marcus Welby's on. Yeah, but remember, Richard Basehart played that Shakespearean guy, and he hit that guy that was angry or whatever. Or I think she did. She threw something at him. She threw like some pot or something, ceramic thing at him, like sugar bowl or something. It hit that guy in the head, that critic with the beard, and he died. It was accidental. So they covered up the evidence. See, moments of rage get people in trouble, so you gotta say, oh, God, please help me. God, please help me not do anything bad. And you just have to control that anger. I have to, too. We all do. Because you do something you'll regret. Somebody gets hurt. You might put a hole in the door, put a dent in the door like I've done. Hidden. Marcus Welby, MD. Hey, Stephanie Powers is on. Stephanie Powers, I used to watch her from The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. I had a crush on her in grade school. High school, Maine South, I'd come home and watch her at 4 p.m. The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. And I'd sit there and I'd lust over her for an hour. And my mom would come home when I'm lusting over her. And I had to behave myself. I heard her coming upstairs real quick. I had to behave myself. I had to look like I was just watching TV, And oh, Stephanie, I love you. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Well, back then I didn't say that. I wasn't that bold. I got that way after the Marines. The Marines made me into an animal. Cause, it took me out of my shell. I came more out of my shell being in the Marines, and and that's where I was in the Philippines when I lost my virginity. In the Philippines, where I got laid. February 9th, 1977. Too much information, Rock. Shut up. This is a family theater. I don't want to be a bad influence to the kids out there. But, I made love. I'll say I made love to a woman, and I had a good time. And she was nice to me. She was very kind and sweet and gentle, and she took care of me, and I appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you. Too much, like Svengoolie says, too Too much information. Too much information. You know, that's too much information. I shouldn't be saying that. I'm sorry. I apologize for saying that. But, you know, Zombie Girl, Angela Sandusky, she'll be saying, not for me, right? She likes hearing that stuff. And so does my good fiend, Anetta, Adriana. Adriana, yeah, she likes hearing those stories, too. And so does my pal Jose. Blue Cat, Baby Jaguar. Yeah, Baby Jaguar, that's his nickname. They like hearing these wild stories about me being in the Marine. You know, the naughty things I did when I was on, you know, on my libo time. That's libo, liberty, that's time off from duty in the Marines. Yeah. I'll see you. And a lot of you guys like hearing it. A lot of you guys want to hear this stuff. This is the stuff you adult guys like to hear. I know most of you guys like to hear this. This is like being in a bar, only we're drinking hot Java this time. Dr. Suave brand Java is imported. It was trucked in this morning all the way from Haunted Pontiac. I dropped it off my door, a steaming hot pot of Java, all the way from Haunted Pontiac. I have it shipped every day, every morning. And I have fresh eggs shipped here every morning from Haunted Highwood, where Scary Monsters magazine is. You know, Dennis Truck Tennis. I have him ship Scary Monsters eggs. They're made from dinosaur eggs. From T-Rex. Yeah, they make them in a laboratory. One of his fiends makes it out there. And he mails it out to me every morning. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Now, Scary Monsters magazine is the greatest monster magazine on the planet. And I like the black and white pictures. That's the way it should be, like the good old days. But the colors in color, just like Famous Monsters. And the inside's black and white, just like Famous Monsters used to be. Now they got color. Now that's a lot of color pictures. See, I like the old way with the old black and white pictures. It gives that old feel, that classic feel. Like we grew up with. I love those black and white magazines. The pictures of the black and white monster magazines are like, black and white monster movies like House of Dracula, Glenn Strange. Pictures of Glenn Strange and Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, Bela Lugosi's Dracula, Lon Chaney's The Wolfman, The Mummy, Boris Karloff, Bride of Frankenstein, my favorite movie. I'll see you. I gotta watch Marcus Welby and the Hawaii 5-0's on too. I'm on Rabbit Ear TV. Okay, I'll see you. I gotta shut up. I gotta finish my oatmeal. I gotta heat it up again. My bananas and cream oatmeal. Instant, essential every day. I got a Jewel on sale. I got it free because I bought $10 worth of stuff and I had a coupon. Free cereal of my choice of essential every day, so I picked the oatmeal.